this is Yasu, and I'm sorry if I sound a little funny today. I am actually recording with my headset because for some reason my microphone isn't being picked up by my computer, and it'll probably be fixed by me, restarting my computer. But I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just gonna talk through my headphones and hopefully it sounds alright. Unfortunately, you might pick up some noises in the background, but please bear with me. Alright, so today's topic that I want to go through, if my cat will let me talk, is art thieves. And I do have some other topics that I want to talk about later on, but today we're going to talk about art thieves and, how crappy they are and, all that good stuff. Anyways, I do have it written down here so that my thoughts can be, a little bit more cohesive and on track. I can stay on track. I can stop babbling like I am right now. So, what I have first is types of art theft. Because unfortunately, there's not just one way of being an art thief, and some people might not realize this, and it's a bit of a shame. But the first type of art thieves are like the blatant reposting kind, which we see a lot of in the art community, unfortunately. If you post on Twitter, Tumblr, DeviantArt, any of these kind of websites, you will encounter one art thief, at least one art thief, if not, multiple. Even Instagram is probably one of the biggest notorious ones I've seen so far. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that I follow on these platforms have had their art basically saved and re-uploaded with either no credit or claiming to be that artist. Now, those are both very shitty things to do. Please don't do that. If you like someone's artwork and they're in that platform that you're in, just, retweet it, reblog it, whatever, but just don't repost it and claim it to be your own. And don't repost it and just say, cute, or haha, this is a cute anime picture or whatever. Like, that's not cool. Like, you're taking away like views that they could have gotten from that. You know what I mean? The other type of art theft that I've seen mostly on DeviantArt is the tracing kind. And that's actually the one that hit me when I was in DeviantArt, and one of the reasons why I left DeviantArt was because, like, they just don't care. And that's another story. Like, I can talk about that. Like, I left DeviantArt long ago, and I sometimes think about going back in, but anyways. So yeah, tracing. What it is when, I've mentioned before how, one way to learn how to draw is by tracing, right? Well, that's fine, you can do that, but don't claim it to be 100% your own idea if you're tracing an image from something else. If you're tracing an image and you are getting like a shit ton of notes on it, but you didn't mention at all what you traced, like, that's stealing, that's art theft, and it's a way of stealing someone else's work, basically, because what you did was tracing. Tracing doesn't really require that much thought. It's just a way to practice, a way to build muscle memory, and in my opinion, at least. Like, some people will be completely against the idea of tracing, but for me, I think tracing is okay, just as long as, don't be an asshole about it, basically. So yeah, the tracing, don't do it. If you're gonna do it, like, make sure that you post who you traced, or like say, this is just practice, I traced this, like, the original artist is this or whatever. Like, don't try to make profit off of it, because that's another thing. I've seen people who trace and then they're like, oh, commissions are open, these are my examples, and it's just a bunch of traced pictures, and it's just not good. Not good at all. Let's see. What I have here for number 2 is how it hurts the artist. Original posts will have only a few notes, and I've seen this happen before, where some internet celebrity or someone who has a shit ton of followers will see that, like, the image that's been reposted, and like it'll have a 70,000 notes on Twitter, like it'll have 70,000 retweets or whatever, and then when you look at the original artist, they only have like 3, and that just breaks my heart, because that person, you know, they spent hours working on that one image, and here comes another person who might be a little bit more popular on the internet because they post memes all the time, or they are a complete scam artist who somehow has so many more followers than the original artist, and then they claim to be like the original artist or whatever, and then they post a picture, and then like all the people, oh, so pretty, oh, so cool, oh, so pretty, and they just keep retweeting, or reblogging, and it's they don't know who the original artist is. And someone can argue, yeah, you can just write your signature on it, but you know how easy it is to remove a signature from an image, especially if the signature is on a blank space. Like, that's not going to change anything. The only thing that will change it is like if you just don't do it. Whoa, cat. Another way that it hurts the artist, it takes away views necessary for future employers. Like, we work, our art is our job, basically. A lot of us really want to make enough to support our lives with our artwork, and so we do commissions, or we do Patreon, or we do raffles and all that stuff, and that's because, you know, we need to have those. I'm sorry, my cat is trying to eat my goldfish. Oh, I lost my train of thought because my cat was trying to eat my goldfish. So yeah, the like, you're taking away views for, you know, future employers who, you know, they might be interested in our work, but like, you're just, you know, we don't know that because they're not seeing our post, they're not seeing our work, they're seeing it through you. And then I don't know, it's just really, it's really hard. Like, it's really hard when or heartbreaking when you're struggling, like, with 3 jobs or 4 jobs just to have a living as an artist. Because it's another thing, people think that artists like automatically make a lot of money because they're talented. No, like, we don't get money unless we are seen and, you know, commissioned or, you know, employed. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you just because you're good at art doesn't mean that you're gonna make a lot of money. That's just not how it works. And in order to make the money that you need from your artwork is people seeing your artwork in your website or your Twitter, your Tumblr, your Instagram, whatever. Like, that's how we make our money. So you're taking that away from us if you're not giving us any credit, if you're not giving us the proper, you know, the proper respect that we would deserve, you know? Like, that's just shitty. Anyways, moving on to the next subject. Ways to prevent art theft. Don't repost a picture you like. Just don't save it. Don't repost it. Just, if you see an art piece from someone who clearly did not draw it and you really like it, there's a thing called Google image search. You can reverse image search it. If you can't find the artist, then ask. Just ask, where did you get this picture? Or who's the artist? You know, like, if you like that picture that one person reposted, ask, who is the original artist? Who did this? Because clearly you didn't. Like, you like the picture enough to repost it, but who is the artist, you know? It hurts a lot of us when you don't do that. ask permission from an artist. Some are okay with it. And I've seen this before. Like, if you really like an image and you want it to be your icon, or say you've run like a roleplay group or something like that, and you're just not talented enough yourself, or you don't really want to draw a picture, and you're like, hey, I really like the way that you illustrated this, character. Can I use it? Like, can I use your picture? Just ask. Some of us are okay with you just reposting or reblogging our picture as long as you give us credit. And, the worst that could happen is that we say no. And then you just move along. You just move on and you find another artist, or you try to do it yourself. Like, just because someone says no to you is not the end of the world, guys. Like, you're an adult, I hope. Like, you're grown up enough to know that no means no, and you should respect it. And another way to prevent is to Google image search, which is what I suggested in the first point. If you don't know the picture, just Google search it. Now, if you're an artist, ways to prevent your stuff from being stolen, unfortunately, there isn't anything you can do. If you're too scared of your stuff being stolen, then I'm sorry to say, you're just gonna have to get over it. You could put a giant watermark on your stuff, but that really won't stop anybody from taking it and pretending to be you. The internet is a very scary place for artists, and that's the unfortunate truth. You're just gonna have to deal with it. What I was talking to my husband last night about it, actually, and I mentioned how, like, there's so many art thieves. Like, there's really nothing you can do. Like, the best thing you can do is just not give a crap, and if you do find someone that is stealing your artwork, then you have to confront them. You have to take them down yourself. In most cases, in most websites, the only person who can take down that image or send a copyright claim is the original artist. There are some places, though, where if you see someone else's art being posted, you can do something about it. You can contact the company. But there are so many times that, honestly, like, the original artist has to do it, and sometimes, nothing can be done about it, and you just have to move on and create something bigger and better. And that's my advice for anybody who wants to upload artwork to the internet. So let's see. I wrote on number 4. This is like a long one. I have not personally been hurt, to my knowledge, but I have, please. Oh, but if I have, please let me know. My artwork has not been stolen that I know of. Like, it was traced once on DeviantArt. And this one artist, he was tracing a lot of different artists' work and just uploading it onto their DeviantArt, and also taking sketches from concept art from like Hyung Tae Kim and like other artists, like really popular artists, and just posting them up like, oh, this took me forever or whatever, but it wasn't them. Also inform any artists that their work has been stolen, as some websites will only take action if the original artist reports. Oh yeah, that's basically what I was just talking about. Good on me for rereading what I wrote. Anyways, yeah, those are my 2 cents on art theft. I think it's shitty. Unfortunately, there's nothing you could do about it. But there are some actions that you can take in order to prevent it, and in order to make the internet just a little bit safer for, artists who want to make a living off of their art. In any case, again, like, if you see my work being stolen or, re-uploaded without my permission, I am always open. My PM box is on Twitter is open. My Tumblr is open. My email is open for anybody who would like to message me. And you can message me about anything too. Like, if you have any issues, like your stuff is being stolen and you don't know what to do and you need advice, I'm super willing to try and help you with whatever it is that you need. Just send me a message. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. just, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to post. Don't be afraid to make artwork, because the world's a shitty place and there's nothing we could do about it, unfortunately. But if it makes you happy to draw, just do it. Pick up that pencil and keep doing what you like to do. And yeah, just have a great day, guys. I am trying to be a little bit more positive today because I am coming down with a cold. If it wasn't obvious in the audio. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.